The Southwest Manuscriptors is an award-winning writers support group, and our most famous member, friend and mentor was Ray Bradbury. Our goal is to support, inspire and encourage either budding or already flourishing writers. And now, you may have a peek at one of our meetings at the Palos Verdes Main Library's community room as we greet new members and give out awards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southwest Manuscriptors' wonderful meeting. That's for you guys. I am very proud of you. You are all wonderful members and you are all trying really hard to do your best. And I thank you because the group is as good as, not only as the president, but the group is as good as you guys are. And I'm very proud of you and what we achieved so far. We come a long way. As everybody knows, our most famous member is Ray Bradbury, who unfortunately passed away this year, and Bernadette, who was in a very close contact with him, can maybe say a few words about how we miss him. First, I would like to ask if we have some new members or some visiting members with us today. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Lopsy Schwartz.
And are you a writer?
Yes, I am actually.
So are you a writer also?
Yes.
What are you writing?
I write children's books.
Children's books, that's interesting. We have some children's books writers here. Yes.
My name is Noel Smith and I live in Redondo Beach, and I've been working on a couple of novels for quite a few years.
Vicky just wrote a beautiful book, a very thick book. It's wonderful.
Thank you. And to the people who are thinking of publishing, I would urge you to consider self-publishing.
I think we do have a new face here, right? Are you a visiting member? Come on up here, come on up here. What's your name?
Hi everyone. I'm Jeannie Adams, and I like to write.
Great, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Gwen, our wonderful poet, award-winning poet.
I have been asked to write a series of articles on active seniors, and the first one I did was on Beverly, 96-year-old artist that has a suitcase full of awards, and so it's fun.
Speaking of Stephen Smoke, he is one of our most famous writer up in Palos Verdes and many other areas in the United States of America. We're very proud of him. He wrote more than 30 books. 30 books, can you imagine? I just can't fathom that. 30 books. And Stephen, come on up here. We had wonderful speeches given by Stephen, and today we're going to give him a certificate of lifetime membership.
I didn't prepare anything, but I can tell you that, actually I made this certificate. Having written 30 books, it really means one thing, that I'm actually pretty old. Anyhow, like I said, I really didn't prepare anything, but I have really enjoyed speaking to this group. It's kind of like a family, a home away from home. Even when I was in Chicago, I came back here and spoke. It was so much fun to see everybody. And Al, the speaker tonight, is my neighbor. Anyhow, it's just really a great group of people, and I certainly want to let everybody know you can reach me through my website. If there's anything that I can do or pass along in terms of help, please let me know if you're not bothering me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So we have a new lifetime member. Great. I would like to say a couple of words before we go on about the anthology that we're preparing. We're preparing this wonderful anthology we have already a few very interesting proposals for the cover of the anthology, and as I sent them out to you, everybody, and I am still working on that. Carol is going to have our 3 minutes reading today, and Carol will actually introduce to you Carol herself.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Carol Sperling. I was with this group for many, many years, and then about 5 years ago, my son got cancer, and I took off to take him to his, chemo and his radiation and all like that. So I am back.
Judy Sunderland to talk a little bit about the benefits of Southwest administrators. Judy, come in.
Writing is a very solitary thing to do, and it can be very isolating without groups like this. And we are one of the oldest writers groups on this side of the Rockies, and we're very proud of that. So welcome to all of you. If you're not a member, think about it. If you are a member, thank you, thank you.
Okay, first place winner.
Yes. Judy Sunderland. Thank you for being
so long, I don't even remember what it was. Oh, yes. Oh, bad story. Yes.
That was good. Thank you. All right, and can I just have 4 hands?
Thank you very much, Beth, for your hard work, for your son also, who worked very hard on this. And thank you for the judges. Connie, come on up here.
Thank you very much, Ildy. My name is Connie Bestmanat. I'm a teacher and a high school teacher and a high school counselor with Los Angeles Unified School District.
Thank you, Connie, very much. And what you have to know about Connie, that she is doing wonderful work with the kids in the inner city. She is really one of those wonderful ladies who really make a difference in the life of our children. Now comes the moment.
Ellen Cook started writing poetry at the age of 8 or 9, and he's still writing poetry.
I'm going to talk about reviews. In all my years with manuscriptors, I don't think we've ever had a talk about reviews. And we need to do that because everybody who publishes, or at least everybody who publishes a book, wants to have reviews. And so we need to find out a little bit more about reviews. Now, I could give you a long and boring speech about them, but I'm not going to. I was thinking of giving a short, boring speech, but I think what we're going to do is make this interactive and keep it open for questions and comments. And anybody who has had their own reviews may want to talk about them at some point, because I'm going to be talking about bad reviews later on in the program. And it's interesting that some of the most famous and most financially successful writers have gotten some pretty bad reviews.
I read, this is really good. And Hollywood for 3, I read that one too. I haven't read that. And you're really into trouble. Maury, come on up here.
Bonnie and I are writing a book on Alzheimer's right now because she had a very good friend who died of Alzheimer's about 6 years ago, and my wife has been institutionalized for 3 years with Alzheimer's, a former UCLA professor. So everybody can get it, and so we're writing a book on it. And Bonnie is formerly a registered nurse and also in a psychiatric place, which is why we get along. And also a marriage and family therapist for a long time. But anyway, that's the book we're working on right now. I have a science fiction book coming out hopefully in January.
Great. Well, thank you very much. Will you show us your book? I haven't seen your book. With the review, yes? Come on up here.
My name is Daniel Wheeler. I wrote a book on grief and grieving, understanding grief and the grieving process. It's a nonfiction book, And so some of the things that he was telling us about, reviews and stuff. I came here tonight because I wanted to find out exactly about getting more reviews for my book. Because it was a professional, a nonfiction book and a profession, I went ahead and got some professional reviews from people in the profession, such as medical doctors, psychologists, as well as some people, because it's grief and grieving, from reverends and pastors and all. So I included them in the back cover of the book.
So this is a very good subject, because even when we lose something that belongs to us, there's grieving about it, especially if it's very precious. Thank you.
I'll give a review. I bought this book.
And it so inspired me. I'm still slugging through it. I promise not to do anything until I've done all my exercises.
This book is based on a course that I gave at Palos Arts Center for 4 different times. And it was actually based on something that I wrote in the 80s about how to write a mystery. And so when I started giving this course at the Arts Center, I had an idea of what would work. And it turned out that every class that I gave 4 different times, I kept changing the exercises. So everything in here actually works.
Barbara, come on up here. Tell me a little bit about your work. Barbara is not only a wonderful poet and writer, but she's also a great artist.
But when he was little, as we went through the stories, and one of them that I really like, I have in the book, it's a Peanut Butter Bear. And most of them have melodies. They all have melodies. I wrote songs too.
Thank you. That was adorable. Janice, come on up here.
Well, hi. I made it this time. I'm really delighted to be here, and I just wanted to say I'm tickled pink. And some of you know that I do volunteer work, and I usually wear a pink hat, but Ildy said it really wouldn't go with my ensemble.
President of Surfriders. And you want to say a few words about Surfriders to us?
Well, Surfriders meets during the day. We're not an evening organization. But Ildy and I, Maury, talked about having a joint meeting, and probably it'll be in the evening. We're still in the stages of trying to get it worked out. We hope it will all fall into place, and we'll have a joint meeting so we can get to exchange ideas and discuss issues, right? And there are plenty of them, just have to listen to this today. So hope to see you at a joint evening meeting at some point. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. And thank you, everybody. You've been wonderful. And thank you for the Hungarian television for televising all this. Thank you for János Hasúlyó. Thank you very much.